What's up guys, it's your Super Players back at it again with another video, and it's your host Tony G, bringing you an expensive deck profile that I think and has been winning consistently, and it's probably the most expensive deck, guys. I'm not gonna lie, this deck is very expensive, and if you have the money to get it, do it, but if you don't, then I'll kind of give you some tips of what to kind of take out in order to substitute for certain specific cards. But for the most part, this deck is very expensive, and just giving you a heads up, yeah, just giving you a heads up, it's very expensive, but it's with my favorite leader. If you didn't see it from the title itself, it's Universe 7 Frieza. I've been winning pretty consistent, and this is what I was gonna take to Vegas due to my best friend having his bachelor party. Shoutouts to him, Super Joe. He'll be getting married this weekend, but we were celebrating his bachelor party, and so I couldn't attend the ARG Vegas because friends come first and I know them forever. But this is what I would have been playing at the Vegas event, and this is the deck I would have ran. And if those of you that are going to other events, feel free to take this deck profile and tweak it to your playstyle, or by all means take it if you want and see how it does at the other regionals or the other events that are happening in PPG, ARG, or even Core TCG events. And feel free to take it. Honestly, let me know how it goes. I would really like to know how this deck does in the current format. I think it's been killing it, honestly, and it's my favorite deck, honestly. And I built it with my teammate, Super Able. He goes by Alpha Saiyan, and we've been tweaking it here and there, and shoutouts to him. But yeah, so this is Universe 7 Frieza. So those of you that don't know what it does, he gives Warrior of Universe 7, and also when he's unawakened and awakened, you could place one Universe 7 card from your hand to the drop area and draw 2 cards. So there's no really interaction between you and the leader at all. So yeah, let's get to the deck profile. And so this is gonna be somewhat mono yellow, but with a little bit of some colors in there, a few, not that many, honestly. It's majority yellow. And so we do run 4 ready to fight Son Goku. Play him, you search the top 3 and add a Universe 7 from the top of your deck and add it to your hand, and then shuffle your deck. And I run 4 of these guys just because you're looking for the key card of this deck, and it is Victory Strike, so that's what makes it very expensive. And then some promos in this deck that also make it very expensive. And everything here is foil. And like I said, it's the most expensive deck I think in the game. And so yeah, if you can foil it out, do it. I did, and it's my favorite deck, that's why. And so we run 4 ready to fight Son Goku, and then we run 2 Dark Power Black Mass Saiyan. I like this card more than Chronoa because this helps you awaken, and not only that, this also pressures your opponent. So if they do want to Shugesh, they gotta drop 2 cards, and that's negging 4 cards total. So you Shugesh, they bring out 1 card, and then they gotta drop 2 from his effect if it happens to be 15,000 power or less. And that's what makes this card beautiful. I prefer this than, honestly, Chronoa. If I would side Chronoa if I needed to, but honestly I main 2 of these guys just because it's so much better, and it helps you awaken too for those more aggro plays if you're playing against a certain type of matchup. And we do run 3 Bardock, the Progenitor. Very great card. It's the key card to your swap engine, and yes, it's the Goku's lineage engine that's in this deck, but it's very consistent. Every turn 4 I kept winning, or even turn 3 if I am able to do it. I constantly bring it out. Like, I bring out Victory Strike turn 4 on a consistent basis, and it's very powerful. And I run 3 of these guys just because I feel like 4 isn't really necessary, because there's certain decks that do awaken you anyway without self-awakening. And then I do run 2 Vegeta striving to be the best, just because if I go up against a matchup that does have barrier blockers or anything like that, or deadly defenders, this gets rid of it. Vegetos, or even deadly defender Vegetas, anything like that is gone. I just don't like dealing with it, and I don't want to side it. I just main it, and it's been working out very well because it's also a 5k combo that I could use for later games. But this card's amazing. I run 2 of these guys just because it's very consistent, and it gets rid of those barriers that are annoying. And then I do run 4 Backbone of Universe 7 Son Goku. Is just amazing. You're at 5 lives or less, you could super combo, or you could ditch it with Frieza's effect, he's Universe 7, and you draw 2 cards. So a lot of these cards are Universe 7, except with the exception of the Swap Engine and that Vegeta. And like Matt's saying, it's not a lot of cards, but yeah. And then we run Interpret Dynasty Son Gohan. This is, like I said, the key card to the Swap Engine. You gotta play him after you play Bardock. Swap into that, and then this is the main card of the deck, because honestly you fill up the drop area really quickly, and it's with this promo Son Goku Path to Greatness. This guy is very expensive, and like I said, this deck is very expensive, guys. Like, I'm not even kidding. You're looking at $300 to $400 with this deck, if not more, because of Victory Strike. But this card and this card itself, you could Victory Strike really quickly. What I noticed about Broly is that it can't really go off as quickly as Universe 7, because you fill up your drop area a lot faster than Broly does, because you need to run, I think, Gine or Gine, the one that drops 3 cards, and you're honestly, that's RNG, and you might lose the key cards you need. But with Universe 7 Frieza, you don't really worry about that, about losing the specific cards you need. You could probably dump any card you don't need at the moment. It could be the Super Combo, it could be Universe 7 representative, anything that's pretty much Universe 7 is just drop it and you draw 2. So it makes it beautiful. It's a beautiful engine. It works very well. And this guy only works if you have Sparking 7, so you pretty much fill up your drop area. By turn 3 you're already at 7 or more in your drop, and it's so consistent. And so I do run Universe Ultimate Potential SS2 Son Gohan. This guy's amazing just because in case you can't swap into any big plays, this guy could pretty much get rid of anything that's in rest mode. Or even if you need to swap out to your Universe 7 Son Gohan right here, which is the Discover Dynasty Son Gohan, and if your swap engine isn't working, like I said, if this guy gets, let's just say Janemba mills him all out, at least you still have this to continue your swap mechanic, because I do run another key card, which I realized makes it even way more consistent, just in case you mill out your Son Goku Path to Greatness. Is the Ultimate Form Son Goku. Just because of that, you could swap into this guy with Son Gohan, and they're all Universe 7 representatives, so you could drop them with Frieza's effect and continue to draw. Like I said, there's no interaction between your leader and this guy. When you swap from your Son Gohan to this Son Gohan, you draw 2 cards. So this guy pretty much is a double striker. That's what I noticed. The problem with Chain Zeno is that they Chain Zeno me and then I'm kind of stuck a little bit, but this figures out the problem for me. So just in case if I do find the card I need back again, I could just play him, pop whatever's in rest mode, and draw a card if it's in rest mode. If not, I still pop a card. Or if I do happen to pull off the swap mechanic, I do run Height of Mastery Son Goku. I run 3 of them just because, like I said, Path to Greatness makes this engine so much faster. And like I said, if they change Zeno you, at least you could evolve from this guy. If you pressure even more, you could evolve into this guy. On top of that, I run 2 Son Goku Hope of Universe 7. I could evolve on top of him, or I could even evolve on top of him with the swap mechanic. So like I said, it's very consistent. If they change Zen on me and then my swap mechanic is done, at least I could still evolve with this guy, which is Son Goku Hope of Universe 7 on top of him, and then I could still go into this guy. So it doesn't really limit me. And obviously you gotta run this Victory Strike. And if you don't have the money to buy Victory Strike, I'll probably bump this up to 3 and this to 3. And still run, if you can pick this up, pick this one up. If you can't, then you could run the other 3-drop swaps and stuff like that, the other swap mechanic. But this is the most consistent and the most expensive, like I said. And like I said, you could evolve into this guy, or even this guy, the 5-drop. So it's just so consistent. I don't know, I can't even explain it how fast I Victory Strike people. The hardest matchup I had was Shenron Gogeta. Other than that, I haven't really had a really rough matchup with anybody, even Broly. I Victory Strike Broly before they do to me because I search a lot faster and I do it a lot quicker. And going into the extra cards, I do run Successor of Hope just so I could search out the Bardocks if I need it, or any of the swap mechanic I might need. The 2-drop, the 3-drop, 4-drop, or even the swap Path to Greatness Goku. They're all searchable, which is amazing. It's awesome. And then I do run 3 Time Magic, and this is what I was gonna run in Vegas, guys. So this is Tony G Special Spice. It is expensive, but like I said, this is what I would have ran to Vegas. Without looking at what the meta was, this is what I haven't changed it at all. This is what I would have ran, and then I ran 3 Time Magics and then 2 Nimbuses because I felt swap was still going to be a big thing and a big problem anyway. So with Frieza or even Yellow as well, I just had Nimbus in there just in case for that reason. And then we do run 3 Universe 7 representative because this card is an extra card because it goes to the drop area as well after you use it, and it searches all your Universe 7 representative cards, I guess you could say. Universe 7 could be the Path to Greatness, Victory Strike, any of the Universe 7 cards are searchable with this guy. And that's why I ran 3 of these, just because it fills the drop area and you search, which is so awesome. And then the last card, I'm still waiting for this card to be foiled, and it hasn't been yet, and it's Battering Laser, just in case they try to Mafuba you or Nimbus you or whatever it may be. Time Magic you could play this and you pretty much go all in at that point. So there you guys have it. This is Tony G Special Spice that would have ran in Vegas. I'll hit up in the comment section what the sideboard would have been like, but this, for the most part, this is the main deck. And yeah, this is what I've been playing, and honestly it's been very consistent. It's better than Broly in my opinion, Broly Universe 7, because you fill up your drop a lot quicker, and it's a lot better. And shout outs to Ultimate Guard for the playmat and our katana sleeves. So if you guys haven't picked up the katana sleeves, pick them up. They're being sold out everywhere, and honestly they are probably the best sleeves. And there you guys have it from your super players. Y'all stay super.